I'm Peggy Rometo, and this is the Weekly Wake Up. Okay, guys, so let's go to the practice. Dropping into the heart, bringing all parts of ourself home, exhaling any nervous energy or anticipation or excitement, and then imagine that white light in the heart, following it all the way down the body, down to the center of the earth. Pause, and then inhale that white light all the way up through the body, up to the crown of the head. Hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale again, following that white light down through the body again, back down to the center of the earth. Each time we exhale, we're surrendering, we're letting go, we're dropping all pretense of today, and then we open to neutral. We open to see what Spirit wants to say to us, to see what is available for us, to see what the higher self is guiding or aligning with, right? So as we drop into that heart space, let's just go into that connection, and we'll do it 3 times, and then we'll open to see what's possible for us this week. Okay, you guys, it's really funny. I go in and I'm hearing drum rolls and I'm hearing trumpets and I'm hearing all this good stuff, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's my birthday. so so spirits wanting me, I guess, to receive that energy before I do this. So I'm laughing because okay, I didn't take time to meditate this morning, so here we go. Yes, so I'm being flooded, more than flooded. It's like a raging river of water, just coming into my energy field, just like the vibration is like a waterfall, right? If you've ever been to a waterfall and you hear the power of the water, that's what I'm hearing. So what that lets us know is that not only our birthdays we can have a rebirth, but what they're showing me is this week can be a rebirth. It can be a renewal. It can be a starting over. And water is powerful, right? So water can break things, or it can awaken things. It can destroy, or it can give life. So what we're being guided to recognize is that to use that energy, right? That spiritual connection that we all have within ourselves, and it's really powerful this week. And then water will be prominent in our life this week. So, you know, I'm sure you've read the book or heard about. Oh gosh, and I feel really bad that I've forgotten his name. That would take water, and he would put consciousness in the water and watch the molecules change, right? So it's possible for our consciousness to change water. We are water, right? The majority of our bodies are water. So our consciousness can also change our bodies, right? So now, having said that, there's a lot of fear in the world. There's a lot of anxiety, not even just looking at the pandemic, but prior to that, if you go to your own history, if you go to your own life, have there been times in your life when things have happened to you, experiences you've had that have scared you, right? That's connected in the body. If you haven't done any healing work around it, or you haven't, if you're like most of us, we just sweep it under the rug and we go on, right? Some of us are too sensitive and we get stuck in it, right? And those people that are stuck, you know that you've been working on this. So we can use this week the visualization of water to break up the fear inside of us, to break up the self-doubt, to break up any lack of resources, right, inside of us, because we are co-creators. God made us, we're co-creators. We have that capacity to co-create and generate our life. So big opening conversation about breaking through fear with water and our consciousness being aligned with God in that capacity to do that. So amazing. All right, so let's see what else is in store for us this week. Wow, and then I just feel all this joy, like from the heart up and out, just joy. And so remember, it's our perception of what creates our reality, right? So whatever's going around you, can you find the joy? Can you find the beauty in it? Can you stop and pause and move into gratitude? If you're really stuck, stopping and pausing and moving into gratitude, find something that you can be grateful for, even if it's internet, because you can hear this, right? Whatever it is, and being able to connect to that is a portal of energy that's going to open up. Can you feel it in the solar plexus, guys? Can you feel the tightness in the solar plexus? For some of you, it's like I can't breathe, like you're holding your breath. So I just want you to slow down. Just go into those solar plexus. Just relax. You can even take your hand and the solar plexus, for those of you who don't know, it's like right here, right? So you just want to put your hand there. Exhale. That's really funny. A drop of water just came down from the ceiling. I don't know if you guys saw that. Very funny. Okay, so let your hand be the healing hand of God. Let your heart open and receive that healing energy that you are connecting from your hand, from God, from your hand, and into your heart. And just settle into that energy. And maybe some of you might be able to feel the warmth now coming into the body as I talk about this. And then just exhale and lean back in your chair. Bring your shoulders open and relax into your body, making room for your spirit, making room for your identity. Because we have to have the ego, guys. We live in a physical world. We cannot not have the ego. How are you going to get up in bed? How are you going to get out of bed? How are you going to do things? How are you going to function? Right? Otherwise, if you're living in a cave and you're just a spiritual being, maybe that's a possibility for some people, but I would be telepathically communicating with them because I'm sure they don't have Wi-Fi. But the bottom line is that, there's good things about our ego too. There's good things. Our ego allows us to connect with other people and to relate to them, right? And to understand them and to relate to ourselves and to create and to generate, right? It is not a bad thing. It's only bad when it moves into the shadow part of ourselves, right? That part of ourself that is deceptive or sneaky or controlling or all those other things that we don't like, but are still us, right? So this week is about celebrating us, celebrating you, celebrating me, seeing those parts of ourselves that we're afraid of, embracing them, not being afraid of them. If we need help, ask for help. If we need guidance, ask for guidance, right? Like sometimes they're a part of our psyche that we can't handle. We just can't handle, and it's inappropriate for us to try and handle. And we need psychotherapists or psychiatrists or healers or, even just good parenting, right? Or just a timeout or a massage or a priest or a missionary or whatever, your faith takes you, whether it's spiritual or religious or earthbound, Mother Nature, right? Like for me, nature is what heals me, that and my connection to God. So you have to know what heals you, what supports you, and be open to that and know your own limits. No, I can't handle this on my own. I need help. There is no harm in asking for help. We all have to have help, right? There are times in my life where I've gone to therapy, where I've gone to support. So there are times when we need those other perspectives, right? Other perspectives that we don't have. So it's coming through this week that some of you need some help. Some of you are afraid to ask for help, and some of you need to just reach out and do it. And if you don't know who to ask your best friend. If you don't have a best friend, get online and ask a community. Just do what you need to do, or go to a local church, whatever it is, or a homeless shelter, any place where you can get a connection so that you get the support you need, because it's available this week, right? So really big message about taking care of ourselves, honoring ourselves, and knowing that we're not here to do it alone, and that it's okay to ask for help and receive help. Okay, so let's see what else is in store for us this week. Can you guys just feel after that message, can you feel almost like your heart is open and up and out now, like it's open and up and out, and there's just this bit of a relief? And if you're worried about a loved one, right? just lean in and say, I'm worried about you. And if they come back angry or frustrated or don't or whatever, then all you can do is pray, right? So it's about being able to communicate and trust that everybody's going to get what they need. And if they don't, then you'll know when to step in, or you'll know who to ask to help them step in to support you. Okay. So what else is in store for us? So there's show me Wednesday as a very creative day, an optimal day for conversations and for moving business forward, creating business forward in terms of conversations, dialogues. We're still in that. I think we're still in the retrograde, but so there's still creative energy here, and there's still dialogue that's being asked to be looked at, and to support you. So it doesn't mean you can't have meetings. It means about having conversations and dialogues, and letting ideas pop. They're just showing me all these different kind of ideas that are popping and available. Okay, hello, little bug. All right, so let's see what else is in store for us. Okay, then some patience may be needed towards the end of the week, and then an opportunity for you to make connections with people you haven't seen in a while. We've probably seen some of that. Some of you guys have probably seen that. I saw a whole group of people I hadn't seen in quite a while, which was really nice. And so these opportunities to still connect with other people, and just always remember, bring forward your love, bring forward your support, bring forward that faith and belief that you're good and everybody's around you good, and that just helps to keep the energy positive and light, right? Okay. They're just showing me remodeling or redecorating or taking things down. So some of this is internal walls, internal work, taking down ideas or beliefs that no longer serve you, taking down relationships that no longer serve you, letting go of those, honoring the pain, honoring the grief, honoring the loneliness, right? But letting go of letting go of the past that doesn't serve you, and moving forward. There's a lot of people, letting go of relationships that aren't healthy for them. Some of you guys are stuck in the same household yet. I know that's can be challenging, but it can also be a great time of healing and a great time of reward. So you want to be able to, well, first of all, always make sure you're safe. And if you're not safe, then you need to get someplace that's safe, right? And if you're in an unhealthy relationship, then you need to ask for help and get out of that situation. And then you have the opportunity to take care of yourself and learn more about yourself. But they're just showing me like taking down things off the wall, whether it's physicality, like really changing a room, decorating it, changing it, making it feel beautiful, putting your mark on it. Sometimes that's just repurposing one thing into another room and another thing and getting rid of stuff, and just, sometimes it doesn't mean buying more. It just means reorganizing, right? So that's another way to create and generate a new energy in your home and in your office, your bedroom, your living room, wherever it is you want to go. So they're just showing me an opportunity for you to make your surroundings beautiful, make your internal heart and body beautiful, and to feel safe in those spaces, and to recognize any fear that you might have, and to approach it with love, and gather support if you need it. All right, you guys, lots of love to you. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you this week with this celebration of rebirth and my birthday, and just the rebirthing of all of us in choosing to create a life that we want to live in and that we love. And through our own connection with God and that ability to co-create, we all can do it. And we start with gratitude, self-love, and then move forward. All right, guys, have an amazing week. Thank you so much. I look forward to connecting with you next week. And by the way, if you do like my weekly wake-ups and you do like the process of trusting your intuition and following that, I actually have a couple of courses on my website, peggyrometo.com. And there's a Get Dialed In course, and then there's a spiritual course that is a little more one-on-one with me, a little more in depth. But everybody that's in those courses loves them. They've all become so intuitive, so dialed in to their own life, to the world, to one another. It's really beautiful. So you have any interest in that, you're always welcome to go to my website and check it out, the Get Dialed In program or the spiritual coaching program. Lots of love to you guys. Have an amazing week. If you like my videos, please like and share and comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.